If your life depended on you landing your dream client or you die, would you be able to do it? Now, me personally, a couple of months ago, I definitely would have been killed. There's no way I would have landed my dream client. But since then, I've created a system that I now use to be able to land my absolute dream clients. Even as a complete beginner, I've used this strategy to land brilliant clients and get some absolutely crazy responses to my outreach. So when I first started an online business, I joined this community of people who were all doing outreach and trying to get business together. And after being in the community for a month, it became apparent that nobody was signing any fucking clients. And the reason why is because we were all putting out low effort, shit emails that nobody wanted to read. After struggling, I thought to myself, okay, what can I do to differentiate myself from the pack? What can I do to really impress people? And I realized that the more personalized and the more effort that I put in, the more that people appreciated my emails and my messages. The strategy that I decided to adopt was creating cinematic, highly personalized videos for people that made people go, wow. And immediately I started to get crazy emails, crazy responses, and booked tons of sales calls. It was awesome. And what's nice is that this isn't actually very difficult to do, isn't time consuming, and you'll be able to implement it in your own business easily and land some fucking clients. So the first thing you need to do is hook their attention. Attention spans are very short. So you need to come with something that makes the person go down. Now, of course, this can be done in a number of ways, but all you need to do is hook their attention. But if you don't do the next step correct, I promise you it will be all for nothing. You need to actually be able to set things up properly. And the key to a good setup is hitting them with an offer that they actually want. So immediately in my Loom videos, I say to them, we will build you a community of 4K per month in 90 days, or you get a full refund. They know exactly what they're going to get, and they know exactly why I've messaged them. This is so important because you want the prospective client to know exactly how you want to help them. People only care about themselves. So you want people to know this person is here to help me and me exclusively, and make it all about them. Now, once you've explained how you want to help, the prospect is naturally going to have 1,000 fucking questions. They're going to be like, okay, great, but how do you do this? Why me? Why did you reach out to me? Like 1,000 things, okay? And it's your duty to answer them. Now, naturally, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I answer all these questions? I don't even know what they're thinking. Now, it's actually very simple, okay? The best way to answer the questions is to answer frequently asked questions. Now, this could be either on the sales calls that you've had. What are the things that are typically being asked? Maybe about how you work, maybe about the actual services you offer, the things that seem to come up a lot. And if you have no sales calls, which is okay, because maybe you're a beginner and we all gotta start somewhere, don't worry. You can also use ChatGPT to help you. You can ask ChatGPT, what are some common questions if I were to present this offer to somebody? Now, the key thing is you're not trying to answer all the questions they'd have, okay? You're just trying to answer the most 3 or 4 common questions that people have and make sure that those are answered. The reason why is you're not trying to give them information overload. You're just trying to make them understand how things work a little bit so you can get deeper into the sales conversation. And once you've answered their key questions, at the end of the video, you hit them with a low commitment call to action. Just respond with more info and then we can go from there. You're just trying to create a back and forth. These things take time. So if you immediately ask people to hop on a call or to give you money or to do all these things, they're not going to want to do it. The same way that if you meet a lady, you'll take her on a date and then more dates and then ask her to marry you. You're not going to meet someone and say, please marry you. They're probably going to get put in jail and a restraining order. And the last key thing to remember is to personalize the Loom wherever you can. If you can add the fact that they're doing this in their business, if you can add the fact that you've noticed this very specific thing, people really appreciate effort and detail. If you notice something that you think will be cool to add it in. It will never go unnoticed. And the thing that I've noticed in the email response that I've received is that people are absolutely blown away by the amount of effort and the amount of detail that I'm going into their business. People just think, fucking hell, this guy's actually taking his time. Thank you for that. And once you've got that all collected and done properly, you're now ready to send your loom. But you can't send a loom if you don't have your email script correct. And I highly recommend watching this video because it will give you great email scripts and allow you to set things up properly.